The Roswell Incident Site, the epicenter of UFO mythology. In the remote desert plains of southeastern New Mexico lies the epicenter of modern UFO mythology, the Roswell Incident Site. On a ranch northwest of Roswell in July 1947, debris from an unidentified object scattered over the arid land. The event sparked over 7 decades of controversy and conspiracy theories. Yet despite intense scrutiny, many key questions remain unanswered. The Foster Ranch, Ground Zero. The sensational story starts humbly at the remote Foster Ranch. Located between the tiny town of Corona and Roswell, some 75 miles north of the Mexican border. Homesteader William Mack Brazel oversaw sheep grazing operations on the expansive property along with his wife and children. On July 5, 1947, Brazel discovered peculiar debris scattered over a large area, perhaps 300 to 400 yards long and several hundred feet wide. According to initial accounts, Brazel described rubber strips, foil-like metal, and unusual wooden-like beams. Intrigued, he gathered some samples and stored them in one of his sheds. These innocuous fragments would soon incite frenzy and stir decades of controversy. Initial news reports: a flying saucer captured. On July 8, 1947, Brazel drove into Roswell with gathered debris samples to inquire if someone could identify the material. Sheriff George Wilcox contacted Roswell Army Air Field RAF, wondering if the wreckage might have come from one of their high-altitude balloon experiments. Major Jesse Marcel of the 509th Operations Group at RAF examined and collected the material, apparently intrigued about its properties. At this point, accounts splinter and become entangled. Early news reports indicate that officers at RAF captured a flying saucer or disc on a ranch northwest of Roswell. Some claim military public relations officer Walter Haut issued an official press release on July 8, stating the RAF had obtained wreckage from a downed flying saucer. Haut would later deny authoring or distributing the alleged press release. Whatever the origins, wire service reports quickly spread news that a flying disc had crashed outside Roswell and was recovered by authorities, astounding front-page headlines. Witness accounts claim RAF intelligence officer Major Marcel posed with wreckage debris in photos at the base. Rumors exploded like a mushroom cloud. Had the U.S. military secretly captured an extraterrestrial spacecraft? Believers and skeptics began taking sides, with the Roswell Incident Site squarely at the center. Military retraction. Just a weather balloon. Barely 24 hours after the initial news reports, higher military authorities retracted the remarkable story. They dismissed the error as a misidentified weather balloon, apparently from secret Project Mogul reconnaissance flights monitoring for Soviet nuclear weapon detonations. Major General Roger M. Ramey, commander of the 8th Air Force in Fort Worth, Texas, held a press photo op displaying seemingly innocuous radar-tracking balloon debris. The weather balloon explanation hardly doused the fires. Questions and conspiracies, theories mounted. Why did authorities first report capturing a flying saucer if later claiming only common weather balloon debris? Some accounts state varying types of exotic debris were discovered on multiple crash sites. Why did the military rapidly collect and remove wreckage out of public view? Where is the location of the actual debris today? And could a giant string of tinfoil, sticks and rubber fabric on an isolated ranch really be confused for a flying saucer? Skepticism understandably persists over 7 decades later. The Roswell Incident Site today. Visitors exploring the Roswell Incident Site today will be rather underwhelmed. Only remote high desert vistas, largely devoid of landmarks, remain. The Foster Ranch house has long been demolished. Scattered concrete slabs are nearly imperceptible remnants melting into the harsh landscape. A hand-painted sign along a dirt road points toward the alleged 1947 crash site. Little evidence or intriguing debris can be found. Yet the town of Roswell enthusiastically embraces its UFO legacy. International UFO museums display exhibits and artwork depicting dramatic alien crash landings. The city's lampposts are modeled after flying saucers. Gift shops hawk every imaginable Roswell souvenir and extraterrestrial knick-knack. The annual Roswell UFO Festival celebrates the city's cosmic mythology with costume contests, guest speakers, fireworks, and a lively parade. For true believers, the remote windswept plains surrounding Roswell will be forever steeped in alien mystique and intrigue. Top theories and lingering questions. As the decades passed, the basic facts of the Roswell incident site became ever more clouded in controversy and conspiracy theories. Several key questions continue stirring intense debate amongst investigators and skeptics. Here are some top theories still swirling around the mysterious events outside Roswell in July 1947. The crashed object and debris was an extraterrestrial spacecraft either originating from another solar system or dimension. Advanced debris material recovered exhibits technology exceeding human capabilities of the era. The incident site and crash remains were swiftly collected and secreted away in hidden underground facilities for reverse engineering studies. UFO sightings escalated after 1947 due to proliferation of recovered advanced alien technology. The downed object was a cutting-edge experimental aircraft under development by the U.S. military. Exotic debris samples suggest advanced engineered material and propulsion systems. Rapid removal and high secrecy indicates critical military aerospace technologies requiring maximum security. UFO interest conveniently served to divert attention from secret military flight testing programs. The incident actually involved high-altitude balloon arrays from Project Mogul, engaged in acoustic detection of distant nuclear explosions. Mogul utilized precursor technology later scaled up for the Magic Aquarius covert spy balloon programs revealed decades later. Government secrecy surrounding Roswell intended to divert attention from the classified surveillance project. Initial press statements about a crashed flying saucer amounted to an inept PR stunt gone wrong. Overzealous military staff briefly allowed UFO recovery claims in hopes of generating regional publicity and interest around the Roswell base. Backfired publicity prompted higher headquarters to promptly order retractions about extraterrestrial spaceships. Their correction about a misidentified weather balloon hardly helped extinguish embarrassment. The truth encompasses some combination of the above theories, perhaps experimental aircraft with advanced propulsion systems, incorporating high-altitude sensory arrays guided by an early onboard computer system. 70 years of confusion over terminology and multiple crash sites fails to rule out various secret projects. The government simply refuses clarification given potential compromise of still classified technologies. Many investigators argue evidence favors an initial crash or debris site about 75 miles northwest of Roswell, on the remote Foster Ranch, followed by secondary crash sites closer to town. Debris and bodies were reportedly recovered from multiple areas near Corona, on the plains of San Agustin, and near Roswell. If true, the full scope and impact of the event went far beyond just a single weather balloon on an isolated ranch. Other questions still stirring debate across chat rooms and conspiracy websites include: where specifically is the Foster Ranch crash site today? How many precise debris fields have been documented? Do any ranch landmarks or location markers still stand? Is access permitted or is it just deserted? High desert? When Major Jesse Marcel first examined debris brought in by Mack Brazel, news reports quote him saying, "We have in our possession a flying saucer, and it looks like pieces of metal and I-beams." What exactly did Marcel see to provoke such dramatic claims? Where are any photos of Marcel with the debris? News reports describe rancher Mack Brazel, his wife, and young son Vernon discovering extensive wreckage on July 5, 1947. Were there sheep present during the crash or collecting of debris? Did any of Mack's livestock display any effects or reactions to the events? Which announcement unleashed initial press headlines about a captured flying disc craft? Haut's official press release or the AP Newswire? Do transcripts survive of Walter Haut's disputed press announcement from July 8? If never issued, what sparked the original AP Roswell story picked up in headlines nationwide? What became of the memory metal debris witnesses claimed defied the laws of physics? It supposedly contained hieroglyphic-like symbols no one could decipher. Items were described as indestructible and returned to their original shapes. Why was no memory metal present in General Ramey's weather balloon photos? Where are those actual debris artifacts today? Are the strange properties conclusively of extraterrestrial origin? Conspiracy theorists often point to heavy redactions and Missing content from official government reports on Roswell as further evidence of secrecy and cover-up. Are any less censored report versions available for public review? Will we see official disclosure about Roswell in coming decades? Or is the shroud of government secrecy destined to forever obscure the full facts of the Roswell legacy? Until more verifiable evidence surfaces, visitors to that remote desert region can only ponder the mysteries still hovering over Roswell's mythic incident site.